we're going to move on now to the fun topic. And basically, there's been a lot of chatter on social media about moments where, you were there, musical moments where, you were witness and they were so amazing. They might have changed your life and they may have made you very appreciative of the fact that you were living in those times. So we're going to do that today as well and name amongst us our favourite you had to be there moments you either witnessed or you hold dear to your heart. So who wants to go first?
I spoke too much on the last one for you.
I want to go first.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I think I know what's coming.
Yeah, I mean, bro. I mean, we talk about this quite regularly, man. I refer to this this time frequently, man. When 50 drops, Get Rich or Die Trying.
You took one away from me.
Yeah, when he drops that, bro, like, yeah, I've never seen anything like that in my whole entire life, bro. My whole life, my whole existence, man. Like, bro, if I had the regular Get Rich or Die Trying album, and then I had the acapella version, bro.
Do you know the acapella version?
I had the acapella version, bro.
Did you have the Crips?
I bought the G Unit kicks as well, man.
Yuck.
That whole like 50 G Unit craze, bro. That time was a mad time, man. And then like, so that was the first album. Then he drops the second album.
He was a G-Unity.
Any evil time.
Then, he dropped the second album, The Massacre, which was an amazing time too, because this is when he decided that he was going to war anyone that was standing next to Ja.
Fat Joe.
And that was an amazing time, man. This
Jada Kiss
guy,
as well, right?
Jada Kiss.
this guy went at like Fat Joe, Jada, Nas,
Piggy Bank.
Cassidy.
Why would you have Cassidy?
You know what I mean?
Why would you have Cassidy? Guys mentioned some elite.
Why would you mention Cassidy?
Guy mentioned some elite things,
Right,
bro.
I just got a flashback on the video and there was someone dressed like Cassidy.
Yeah,
in it.
but look at the names you said.
I know, man, but that was just an amazing time, man. And then I remember listening to his interviews on K Slay,
Oh, yeah.
where he called in and then Fat Joe would call in straight afterwards. And then, that was just an amazing time, man. And then interviews with like Angie Martinez, where he kicked Game out as well. Like, it's just,
On there, innit?
yeah, man. That 50 run, like that, that was an amazing time for me, man. That was, it's one of probably my favorite, to be honest.
I hear that. You want to go next one?
Now you can go.
Cool. Channel U. Channel U, early grime. I can remember very vividly as a kid. I think I must have been in like year 7. Seen the Power video for the first time. I Love You, P's and Q's. An amazing time. I didn't really understand it, but I just knew that there were people people looked like me, sounded like me, just rapping or singing or whatever, like Free Yard. Children Family Memory Lane, you know what I mean? Luke Sky's Raise Up. Shout out to the Link Up TV documentary on Channel U as well that came out I think this year, and it was basically just like a victory lap for Channel U and how influential it was.
New brand flex ain't girl damn sexy.
Come on, man. Come on, new brand flex. Redacted by the hour?
Yes,
redacted by the hour.
Redacted by the hour? Yeah, man, because that word did not age well. But listen,
real,
man,
right?
an amazing time. I think it's one of those ones where you just couldn't wait to go back home from school and just like put on Channel U all day, every day, and just the kind of the chart list that they had as well for the most popular song of that day or that week. Loads of different things. It's a Shame, Lethal Bizzle. I don't know why I remember that, but shout out to Lethal B. So many different Sway, Little Derek. Like there's so many. Clash Knock Off Murder.
You know what song I can't forget, but I don't remember what it was called.
What?
Dappy had a song with someone, but it wasn't End Ups. It was just
Dappy. You
Dappy.
better not waste my time.
But Dappy had one. I remember it was him and another black brother. But it wasn't End Ups. I forgot what the song was called, but they used to...
Was this after End Ups?
What is it, N-Dubs and NAA?
Nah,
With Big Nasty?
I think it was, I genuinely think... Yeah,
I love
Big
that one
Nasty.
as well.
Yeah,
I
probably
love that
Big
one as
Nasty.
well.
Probably would have been, yeah.
South's finest, N-Dubs, Northwest
Yeah,
best,
yes,
N-Dubs,
yeah.
N-Dubs, rep cars.
I don't know, is it what that
Yo, don't ever do haha.
I
do the
done
hand
it. Yo,
motion
you know what's
again,
disgusting?
bro.
Yeah, I done the last haha with him. I didn't even do the first one. I done the last haha with him.
Because you wanted to join, man. You wanted to join the rave.
Sicko.
Can't like, girls, I'll fuck with that. was on Channel U as well.
Yeah, Channel U, man, classics.
So yeah, man,
classics.
Wiley, what do you call it? There's just so many, man.
Podgy
Like,
figures.
Podgy figure. Ty, it's a shame.
Yeah,
Rest in
man.
peace, Ty.
Punctuation.
There's just so many, man.
Yeah,
so many. Even like Ironic and Chip Tiny Dancer. I remember that shit.
That's a cheeky one.
Bro, listen, man, this was my whole like secondary school
That's
time.
like head,
man.
shoulders, knees.
03 to 08, man. That was Channel U
was the
Central,
time.
man. And that was when grime was at its like littest as
That was
well.
the time.
I'm a
So-
Grand C Saviour was on Channel U.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chip diddy chip. I don't want to hear no lip diddy lip.
Yeah.
It was, oof. But yeah.
That's a good comment.
But yeah, fantastic time. If I could relive it again, I would. But yeah, I think that era is responsible for what we see today. And the fact that I'm able to appreciate that and see where the scene has gone since then, yeah, man, very proud to be part of that.
Cool. So I had about 3 to 5, just because I'm an old head and you really got me my feels. You took 50 from me. So I'm going to just say a couple, just so we can reminisce. One would be the Lil Wayne Carter 3 era. And I can't explain the chokehold Lil Wayne had on people when it post Carter 3.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne had a 5-year period where respectfully, it was his world.
He had like 80 to 100 features in 1 year.
Bro, it was his world, bro. It got to a point where whatever Lil Wayne was, but I'm so hurt. I'm thinking I'm so paid. It was just on so many different songs that just left. You couldn't escape Lil Wayne. Like this, whilst Drake is coming through, Lil Wayne is still going guns blazing. Like I post 50, and then I was gonna get into Kanye as well, but I just felt like there was a period of Lil Wayne where it was just like it was unlike something, and I don't mean it in terms of like sales actually in your face consistently. Just everywhere you look, you're just seeing Wayne.
I don't know if we've ever seen anything like that, you know.
Do you know what I mean? It's different to the 50
he was
one.
mad.
But
It's even different to the Drake thing.
He sold a
It's
mil a
very
week.
different, yeah,
It's so
different,
difficult to explain though. The chokehold Lil Wayne had in the rap game for about a 5
Even when he was in jail as well.
yeah, but like a 4 or 5 year stretch, Lil Wayne was different with it, man. Like different. So yeah, Lil Wayne was one of my favorites. Because Carter 3 is one of my favorite albums ever. Like in life, I think I know every single bar to that album. Like, that's one of my favorite albums ever. So like the chokehold he had, especially on me, just growing up, because I remember this was second year college times, all of that, bro. The chokehold, like Daniel's Lil Wayne's biggest groupie. Like Lil Wayne was a problem. So I had that. I had Kanye as well. Because the Kanye you had to be there moment as well. Because Kanye.
When though? When he first dropped?
When he first dropped.
Or...
When I first heard Through the Wire, then I heard All Falls Down. I was like, yeah, we've got something here. I genuinely was like, we've got something. And it was just too many back to back.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Touch the Sky.
And then
Diamonds from
he
Sierra
went head to
Leone.
head with 50.
Yeah,
that whole
crazy.
head to head with 50 when they had the BT 106 Park.
Early A1.
106 Park and they're standing in front of each other. You had to be there for that.
Early A was special, man.
Because you remember that? I think that's what killed gangster rap.
Fam, my favorite Kanye time was when he was dropping the tunes every Friday.
The
Good
Good
Fridays.
Fridays.
Bruv,
The Good Fridays, the Good
man.
Fridays.
Yeah, that was a time.
Looking for Trouble with Cole.
Fam.
That was a time.
Come on, man. Like,
The Joy.
I used to download that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that used to be my
That's
my
when
GHD
Cole
laptop.
was still one of them
Yeah, I
ones.
don't want to hear it.
Was still, you know.
So yeah, I had Kanye, I had Cole, and then just me as a person. Sorry, did I say Cole? No, I had Kanye and Lil Wayne, and just me as the personal fan of this artist as I am. The Ja Rule era.
No.
Let me talk about it.
Talk about it.
Why is he?
I think people don't understand who Ja
part
Rule
of the
is.
setup.
I don't think people understand who Ja Rule. Wait,
Oh,
what's
now
going on?
you've got posture all of a
I
sudden.
don't think people. Back to
never
Ja
showed
Rule.
you.
Sorry, back to Ja Rule. People will never understand what that Ja Rule era felt like. Ja Rule was on Billboard Top 100, and I think he had.
From what time to what time,
I
just so
think
that the
from,
people
I
understand.
personally say from 2000
Yeah.
to 04. It was, you don't give him 04?
I'd probably give him all three.
All right, 03. When did Get Rich drop?
When was
To me, he started,
Go, yeah.
Clapback was towards the end.
Yeah, when did Get Rich drop?
03?
03.
Okay.
So yeah, towards 03. Because
I'd probably give him till Thug Lovin'. I don't know about Clapback.
I give him Clapback.
That was around the same time though.
Yeah, I give him Clapback.
I think that was on the same album.
I even give him Caught Up. Remember Caught Up with Lloyd?
Nah, that wasn't part of the run.
Nah, Caught Up was.
That wasn't part of the run though.
That was just after. That was toward the tail end.
That was not part of the run
That
though.
was
You
a
can't give
banger,
it
though.
Yeah, it was a banger, but it wasn't part of the
You
run.
know, was a bad bang. You remember
Go on.
Body? And your body, my
Nah.
body. It was a bad song. Anyway,
Nah,
back to my
man.
Ja Rule.
I don't think
was a
anyone.
bad
I don't think
song.
anyone in human history has dissected.
I need to see Ja Rule live. That's
we
the
have.
thing. But Ja Rule, that run Ja Rule had, like, it's on a pop level, like even just the commercial aspect of Ja Rule was number 1 and number 2 at the same time with What's Love and I'm Real. Ja Rule was on Billboard supposedly in 1 year. Ja Rule was on
What's up when he's tune? That was Fat Joe.
but he was on it.
Was
That
it
had to do. That's him. That had to do with it. Yeah.
you're right.
Like that was number 1 and number 2 simultaneously. Ja Rule supposedly there's a stat. I think he was on Billboard Top 10 60% of 1 year, or something stupid like that. Like he was in the top 10 for 60% of 1 year with different songs. He gave me Mesmerize. He gave me Always on Time. He gave me Thug Love, and I loved it. You see the way Bobby Brown dropped out of the helicopter? What?
There you go with that posture.
And I know what are we doing here, fam? No, bruv, what's the song with him, Little Mo and Vita?
Down Us, is it Down Us Bitch?
Nah, Down Us Bitch was a banging song though. My Down Us Bitch, come on.
What would I do without my baby?
The phone alone might break me, but I don't wanna go crazy.
Cause every third needs a lady.
Yeah, it feels like you and I been long together. No, listen, I don't think people understand who this guy is. Like, nah, man, that Murder Inc. No, not even Jar. That Murder Inc. run with Ashani dropping Foolish and all like just bare songs. Then Lloyd coming with Southside.
Yeah.
Then Charlie Baltimore coming out with nothing.
She was on Down Us Bitch
I don't
though.
know. Yeah, but I don't know why I did that to me.
I don't know why you did that either.
No, Down Us Bitch was a banger. And she was on another one. She was on 2. I forgot what the other one
Can't
was.
remember.
But that Ja Rule run, to me, I hold it so deep.
She has a great song with Ghostface as well.
Swear.
Yeah.
That Ja Rule run, I generally hold it so deep to my heart. You guys see me when Ja Rule comes out. You see me what happens when he
We saw it last week, last week.
You might see what happens when Ja Rule
Living
comes
Up came up, he lost his
Come on,
mind.
man. Living it up and say what?
Club was empty as well, so
Do
everyone.
I
Club was
do?
empty as well, so everyone saw him.
What?
Club was empty as well, so everyone saw him.
No, I'm sorry. I'm a massive fan of Ja, man, and that he's one of the biggest you had to be there moments. I can't lie, I don't care what anyone says, man. What he was doing. But this guy had
Funny.
what are we doing here? And I was like, bro, I remember he was doing the verses with Fat Joe, and he went, he goes, Thug Loving was a throwaway.
Yeah.
It was a throwaway. You had to be there.
I thought that MMG had a really good run in like that.
Oh, yeah, me. Sorry, I don't mean to shout like
Who?
that.
MMG.
Bruv, no, they had a moment.
MMG were doing their thing a little bit.
Power Circle, Tupac back.
It wasn't like a run.
Yo, MMG had a moment.
Nah,
MMG had a
I think Rick Ross.
Self-made volume
Mixtape
one.
Not as a group though. Not as a group.
No, I'm talking about the
man.
artists.
No,
not
as a
talking about
group
the
as
artists.
well.
How long does it have to be for you guys to consider it a run?
Well,
1-2 years ain't enough for me, man.
Oh, for real?
No, I think it was.
Alright, cool.
I mean,
I think
Rick
it's what
Ross,
you do in that 1 or 2 years though. Ja Rule only had 3 years.
mixtape.
They were hot.
Mixtape Meek, and didn't he drop an album? When was his first album?
Who Meeks?
Yeah.
Dreams and Nightmares.
What year?
If I had to guess off the top of my head, I'll say not.
Like 11,
I'll say
12?
2012.
11, 12, yeah.
I'll say
around
12.
times.
So intro.
But then not. They even had the
Did
MMG.
Asa drop Bugatti in those
Yeah,
times?
but they had MMG self-made.
Ambition.
Like they had MMG bro.
Self-made.
Tupac Back was there. I'm a Boss is one of them.
I
Tupac
don't know,
back.
man.
Bro, I'm a Boss.
I think it was a
no.
run. I think
Bro,
it qualifies.
I'm a Boss came off self-made. I'm a Boss was a massive.
Nah, that
song.
was a run. I'd say so.
Then they had to.
I don't know if that. I think just thinking about the ones that we've mentioned
man.
already. I don't know if that fits into you had to be there.
Do you know who Pill is?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You don't need. Pill's a whack
I
rapper.
think
You
you had
know
to
him
be
because of MMG. Like you had to be there from MMG, man. What? I'm a Boss when that first dropped.
When Drake dropped So Far Gone, I think that was a moment too.
Facts.
I was hating on that time.
Why?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Drake is still. You could argue Drake is still a you had to be there.
No, because
You could argue it.
everyone called Drake. That's my point. I don't think anyone missed Drake.
Mm.
His run has been so long, you haven't missed it.
Mm.
Whereas with 50, you can miss it. With Ja, you can miss it. With Kanye, you can miss it. Do you get what I'm saying? Drake's run has been unprecedented. Damn near 9 years. I think he's starting to fall off now. But yeah, 9 solid years.
Probably longer than that.
Yeah, like. But who? I'm just trying to think. Yeah, man. To me, it would be that man.
Okay.
And
Right,
also,
Nelly Drum?
Oh yeah, I like that one. Shake my hand. Shake my hand. I like that one. That's
Yeah,
fun.
Nelly Drum was,
Yeah, Nelly's one was nice.
that was one to behold.
Nelly's one. What? Because I remember the first time I ever heard it. Yeah. I remember the first time I heard Country Grammar.
Underlay.
I remember the first time I ever heard Country Grammar, by the way. Generally, I was in my house.
I remember
Like,
that as well.
I remember I'll never forget the
I
first
like
time.
that song with Tim McGraw.
Over and over again, I can't keep
No,
picturing me here.
I like that one.
And it hurts so bad.
I like
Sorry.
that one.
And it's all in. Nah, that was alright, you know.
Why are you looking me in
Think
my eye
about
and
it.
singing to me?
Come on. If I make a comment, you're going to come on. Let's not get cancelled.
But Nelly is a good one. Ludacris.
Yeah,
Ludacris
he was the
Ludacris-
next name I was going to say.
Ludacris had a run.
Yeah, I missed that run.
Damn.
No, as in I was alive for it. I heard it. I missed the run in terms of I will never YouTube Ludacris. And I don't know why, because now I've done my research on
Why though?
Ludacris.
What's your
Lucas-
fantasy?
Lucas
Stand
nice,
up.
No, do you know what it was? No, Luke
Roll
is
out,
nice.
move,
Luda
bitch.
is nice with
Yeah,
it.
man.
He's nice. He's
Act
one of
a
the
fool.
nicest. No, I know all of them. Luda's,
Area codes.
you know, I didn't know Luda could rap like that until I grew up.
No, Luda's
Like
been
at the
nice,
time,
man.
I didn't know Luda was nice with it. But we was also 15, 14, 13.
He was always barring though, man.
Does Nate Dogg qualify?
As a run,
As far as like his feature run.
it was sporadic, innit? So,
It was here and there. It was like 1 year.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
one year,
No, if that qualifies, but actually, yeah, we could throw him on there because
I throw him in there as an honourable
that
mention.
was, that was a great time. All the features that he appeared on.
You have to be there for Chingy.
No, you didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, you did not. You could
Yeah,
have slept
two
straight
songs.
through that.
Yeah,
Been
free.
alright.
Don't do that to him.
What free?
He had to be. By the way, I done it for Australia.
You could have slept straight through that.
I don't know Australia takes more. He had 3 though.
What free?
He had One Call Away.
Yeah.
He had Right There,
Those are the two.
and then he had Holiday Inn,
I don't remember how that sounds like.
and then he also had was it Pulling Me Back, his song as well.
You're looking at me like I know this.
We should also do like a list of times that like you wish you could have skipped.
Off the top of my head.
When the whole ringtone rap era was in
Oh,
place.
this-
No,
man.
this
you're
was
right.
excuse.
No,
This
rap
excuse
wasn't
to
a
go
Oh,
for
I
all
would
that.
have
Yeah,
loved
me-
to have
yeah,
skipped
me.
that, bro.
Rap wasn't a
bro,
dark
when-
Like Laffy
Rap
Taffy,
wasn't
innit?
a rap
Dark,
wasn't
bro.
a dark.
Dark, bro.
There was like a 3-year period
Dark,
where rap
bro.
was dark. bro.
horrible.
Like,
Horrible.
it
Lights
was
were
like
out.
post 50. It was a dark.
No
period.
electricity.
Bro, wallahi.
In Nigeria, they say on NEPA.
What do they call it?
On NEPA.
Cool, fam. Do you know what they call it? Somebody?
That's what hip hop was going through
No,
through
this
the
is
late
funny.
ringtone era, fam. It
No,
was
I'm saying
horrible,
It was a
bro.
bad period. It was definitely a bad period.
When Soldier Boy dropped, horrible time. When Chameleonaire was doing these things, horrible
Riding
time.
Dirty.
Horrible time.
Yeah, that was disgusting. That's disgusting.
I mean, it was
And you
range.
remember they had the other stupid song. Let your chain
Mims,
hang.
horrible
Remember, Let
time.
your chain hang low.
I
with
still
your
bop to
bodies
that in
on
the
the
club.
floor, with your
Horrible,
chain.
I
What?
still bop to that in the club.
What? With your chain hang low?
No, this is why I'm hot. Especially the Punjabi remix.
Punch.
Happened last week. I was vibing.
Was that rapping?
Yeah, you probably were.
I think-
Ringtone rap. Fair enough, but I mean, I don't think.
Oh,
a
I've
lot
got
of
someone else
crazy
you have to be
shit
there
came
for.
out of that.
You have to be. All jokes aside, I'm not just saying this for fun.
Mm.
Because of how bad he was for how long he was,
Mm.
you had to be there for Eminem. You had to. Like when Stan dropped,
I don't think that
I
counts.
think you had to be. It don't feel the same.
I don't know if that counts.
No, it had to. Why do you mean it don't count?
You mean Eminem's run?
yeah.
The good run?
Yeah.
I think it's a run. I think it's still. I mean,
Bro, that free
maybe
album
it
run.
isn't. Maybe his run isn't going still, but I feel like he's been around long enough for it to
Oh,
not
so you
really
mean that when he
qualify.
first popped?
I'm talking about because the difference with Drake is Drake's been the same level for 9 years. I'm just saying
That's
that.
not true.
Alright, cool. I hear you, but I'm saying that first 3 albums of Eminem when it was dropping Stan or whatever, Clean Out My Closet or whatever, that 5-6 years, nah, bro, it was different.
Hmm.
Because I didn't care for Recovery. I didn't care for whatever the rest
Well,
was.
you might be right.
So if
saying-
we're gonna do that, then
I'm
we
saying
got.
from 98 to 03.
Then if we're gonna do that,
Come
then
on,
we
when
got.
Stan
Then,
dropped.
then we're gonna have to do that for all the greats, like Jay's run from like Hard Knock Life onwards, Nas's run after he came back from when he dropped Stillmatic, like Pac's run when he came out of prison.
I wasn't there for that one, though.
But I'm saying if we're gonna do the M one, then we got to go down the list. Innit?
And when does the madness end?
Who else did you have to be there for? You have to be there for the rise of Tottenham as rappers, but that's just me.
Okay, yeah.
Because when
Yo,
Wretch
yeah,
dropped,
man, I'm going
when
on.
Wretch dropped, I'm level above. That's blatant. Just check my punctuation. You have to be there for that. And when Wretch dropped, Victory's Tottenham, we ain't gotta move shit. You guys have to be there for that. You guys see, you guys are looking at me like I'm an alien.
Who rapped that?
And Wretch had a song called Victory's Tottenham.
See, I had to ask. Nobody heard that. Anyway, thank you for sharing your memories, guys. Very much appreciate it.